Hello traders, Lord Ray with HypeDownCrypto.com, your #1 source for cryptocurrency technical analysis and blockchain education. In this live stream, we're going to be doing what we do every day, checking Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, all the alts. That bullish divergence was quite real, as we tweeted just recently. Where are we though? Looks to me like a key level of resistance. We're hitting that pretty hard. Will we have the buyers to break through? Thanks so much for being here on this Saturday, this wonderful Saturday. It's not very beautiful outside. Heck, half the country is covered in overcast, rain, or snow, so that's okay. But on the charts, some clouds may be breaking away. I don't know about that. Look, guys, this is where we are. We're zoomed out on Bitcoin, looking at the huge falling wedge pattern. We zoom out even more. We can see more context right over the whole chart. So, you know, remember last time we had a falling wedge that was this well developed. A nice break to the upside, but of course, we only hit that double top, only to break down, make another rising wedge, and then break down even more. A couple bearish cipher patterns mixed in. So, what's in store for us if we do in fact break out? We already had it plotted, but, and again, this is all hypothetical. There's a great chance we could break down right here just because it's the weekend, and yeah, not much volume, so it's hard to break key resistance points when you don't have volume. So hey, 69 bars, guys. $2,000 measured move. If we could break out, that is a tall order in such a bearish, beaten down market. But this pattern is very well developed. We moved this down, so we're pretty well through it, or the majority of the way through it. You don't get down here very often on your wedge patterns. It's a rarity. So for us to not break out here would be pretty weird, and if we failed, which it seems like right now on the 4-hour, definitely having a struggle. As you can see, it's respecting the TA quite well, and this never even made it there. As you can see, almost touching. We can make that a little bit more pinpoint. Right there. We tasted it momentarily, and now we're right back below it. But we do have 55 minutes left on this candle. Will we rise? Time will tell. Let's look at the other indicators. Wait, nice spike in positive momentum. That's wonderful. To be expected, as we talked about to ad nauseum yesterday, the Class A bullish divergence with seller exhaustion, all these wicks after a breakdown, didn't make that measured move. That indicated to us with this, we had a very good opportunity breaking to the upside. Not only that, you also had divergence here on your RSI. So everything looked, I mean, everything told us this was gonna happen. We just were waiting for it. We respected the TA once again. How many times do we have to say it, right? So, I think your first target, if you break out of this, is the 886, that 7163 area, which is resistance here. Seems like you've already hit a resistance, that 7055, where the body's closed here with the candles. So we just have to keep an eye on it. Let's add an alert if we have any more. Might have to delete one. Okay, we have it. Awesome. So an alert set up. We will not miss it in the live stream. Okay, guys? I hate when it does that. Sometimes it does this for no reason, and it just messes with it. It's like come on, man. I'm trying to magnify things here. So take a look at chat. Thanks for being here again, guys. All you, wait, hold on. We always have to do this. Like, I have to get this in my habit doing this over and over and over. Because it's always messed up there. That viewer count thing with Streamlabs. So weird. And wow. Great. Twitch isn't even showing up. For no reason. Just cuz. Technical difficulties are just wonderful, are they not, guys? Don't you love it, man? Hold on a sec. Okay, so let's move on to Litecoin, and I'm gonna take a look at chat before we analyze it. How about that? Fair. John Thomas, thanks for being here on Periscope. And Flord, what's up, man? Jeff, what's up? The top Jesus man, top contributor. As you can see, his name is etched on our live stream in the bottom left-ish. Matthew, what's up? Happy Saturday to you. I'm Spin B. Thumbed up. Well, thumbs up to you, man. Gethin Davies, thanks for being here. Arlo, good afternoon to you. GM man, thoughts on QLC? Well, that's the first request, man. We're gonna write it down. We'll analyze it for you. No problem. What's up, Jolly? No, you to Jesus, man. What's up, One Man Army? Good seeing you. Nick, what's up, brother? Callum, what's up? XVG for Nick. XVG you shall have. Wreck. Been getting wrecked, right? What's up, Brozov? Brozov? Hey, Jules Santana. Thanks so much for the 200 bits, man. Kicking it off. Thanks, dude. We have another bitch lord in the house, Jules Santana. But we know who. No, really do appreciate that. You just do. We couldn't do that. You got any questions about TS in the chat Discord, man? Thanks so much. Jules Santana is a bit lord, but our top Jesus bit lord is MK Hani. My God, the past 2 days, 9,000 bits contributed. Unbelievable. Hey, Assad, I'm having a great Saturday. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday as well, my friend. Zill is on the list for you. RR186, thanks for being here, man. Mr. Bounty Hunter, IG88's rival. Sherbin, hi. We wait for Ragnar. Oh man, that's scary. It's nice in Huntington Beach, man. Well, I'm jelly. VK Doors, what's up, man? Beautiful day in California. Y'all have earthquakes though. Didn't y'all have an insane earthquake over there at some point? 5.3 magnitude off the Baja coast or whatever. What's up, K2? Iota for Uham. Sounds good, man. Hope you're doing well, Uham. Crypto Farmer, what's up, dude? Andy, Mr. Singh, Smith & Wesson, Governor, Majid, hey, man. Not you the beast, man. This music's pretty good, right? Y'all like it? Is it, can y'all even hear it? I don't even know, man. I don't have my bearings, I'm telling you. Y'all are gonna love the local on the 8s, too, what we do now. It's wonderful. We're working on it. We're going to keep getting it better, too, the local on the 8s. When we get to the top of the hour, you're going to freak out. Hey, Alan. Thanks for being here, man. Monero, for you? Of course, dude. Hey, Jules, you know, you contribute bits, man. It's advantageous on your part to put a coin request in there if you want to see something particularly analyzed, right? Because you go to the top, you go to the front of the line if you contribute. So, might as well. What's up, B-Slice? Jules, man. Jules says good trades past 2 days thanks to the learning accomplished here. Man, that's wonderful, man. That gives me a lot of fulfillment. Thank you so much for the kind words. And hey, man, it was you. You did it, man. I'm just teaching, right? The TA, you're the one pulling the trigger, making the trades, abiding by the principles of low risk, high reward that we're trying to teach here. So that's all on you, Jules, man. Thanks to you, man, for what you do. Too afraid to take profits on ONT, seeing as it's not stopping. Oh my God, Kosh Law, dude. You're in outer space. You're by yourself now, okay? Like, we can't help you. We're mission control for TA. TA is gone. You're somewhere in space. When we can't find you, we can't communicate with you anymore, dude. Sorry, Kosh Law. Vibrate, please. Is that for real? Is that on TradingView? Are you just talking about vibe? Please don't be trolling. TRX, of course. ITT at Technical Institute. Anything for you, dude. Thanks for the sub and tuning in. Wildima, hey, I appreciate your support. Fun for Imp Lord, of course. Yeah, I know, man. Garcia, that it's probably my fault. We were a little too conservative on the stop. Do you see where it hit, though? It hit the very bottom trend line of that falling wedge pattern and bounced off that. So we'll go to that, absolutely. Writing that down right now. Neo to Bitcoin. Happy Saturday, late bloomer. QLC, that is on the list. That's actually the first one on the list, Brad's 808, so we got that for you, man. Majid, what is... You talking about vibe? Vibe rate? Is it not vibe? Can somebody help me with that? It's Vib and vibe. Oh my god. So which one is it? Is it Vib? Vib question mark? Find out. In cash for Taro. Taro, man. Hey, man, let me know about your schedule, dude. You know, about one-on-one. ADA? ADA for you? Column, of course. Okay, man, we made it. We made it through chat. Now we can analyze. No tech monkeys. You to Jesus, man. YouTube still works, unfortunately. Yes. Wait, fortunately. Fortunately, it still works. Okay, we got these all on the list. XLM. What's up, Aked? Made 1.01 Bitcoin this morning on ZRX. Bought at the bottom of the parallel channel. Low risk, man. That's it, Aked. Aked's the Wedge Jesus, the parallel channel Jesus, man. What's up, Frederick? Thanks for being here, man. Where's Twitch chat? Someone want to link Brandon the Twitch chat if he wants to see it? Yeah, we've got what, 15 or something viewers over there right now. We're trying to get something figured out on Streamlabs because normally we have the view count up there, but with YouTube, but it's just not there for no reason. It just literally says whatever, man, no problem. Let me see if Mission Control can give me another link. Okay. All right, so let's move in on Litecoin here. Wow. Look at that. Let's go to the 1 hour real quick. Look how close you would have gotten. And the reason we chose this area up here, see this? This was going to be used. So you would have, if you'd have had your stop loss set up here, you'd have been like sweating so hard if you were looking. But that's the beauty of it, man. You set up the stop losses, you don't have to look. All right, look at that incredible reversal pattern. That doji evening star. Oh, so beautiful. I mean, not really if you're bullish, but I'm just saying it's beautiful TA nevertheless. So if you had your stop loss up here, man, it'd have been so close to stopping out, and then just in that freaking doji wick, man. Those con artists trying to stop everyone out like they were doing on Neo, right? So you had a huge breakdown, 3 red nasty candles after that, but something optimistic, I guess, for the bulls. You're bouncing off this old level of resistance, using it as support right now 1-2 times. You're also on the 1 hour above the 20, which is good, but look how you wicked here and could not break that 200 MA on the 1 hour. So interesting stuff. That's not good on the 1 hour, and it shows. And I think we're going through what we expected at this point with Litecoin on the breakdown here. I don't know if this is going to be it, but as you can see here, when we made a high, we made a very nice peak and spike and positive momentum, and then we made a higher high right here and made a very significantly lower level of positive momentum, class A bearish divergence, impending reversal, and we got it, right? We did in fact get that based on the RSI now, or excuse me, the MACD. Now on the RSI, good news. When you did break down and fall below that 50, you bounced right back up, and you're still above the 50 on the RSI, which is always a good sign. It's always something you want to see. It's hard getting it at 50. So, like, literally on 50.00. So, You know, those are multiple things to look at on LTC. My God, so close, so scary for that short position. But if you don't make it, if you can't break below this level, you're gonna have a lot of issues. You're gonna break to the upside. But this looks kind of like double toppy stuff. But nevertheless, you still made a higher high than your previous high, and that was a higher high than its previous high. So 2 consecutive higher highs on Litecoin. So that's good. With a little double bottom action, there was this lateral linear regression channel. So yeah, that's really good sign. That wick right there, that was a huge rejection wick for the sellers that tried to push this price down. All the buyers just pulled it back up towards the end of the candle. So we'll see what happens. We've got our alert set up on Bitcoin. If we hear a beep on Bitcoin, we know that Litecoin's breaking to the upside as well. So we will see what happens. That's unreal. Almost stream sniped. We were stream sniped on Neo, but not Litecoin. Okay, Ethereum. Same type of stuff, right? Same type of price action. No duh. Go figure. We'll see if we can do anything with this. Not sure if we can. Possibly. Yeah, that looks about right. Yeah, you broke. This was not a evening doji star. This was just an evening star. Period. Just an evening star. So, because it was not a doji. It was a spinning top, essentially. So, which is the same freaking thing in terms of what it signifies and means. It's a reversal pattern. So you got a huge bearish candle right after that. You know, the green candle, that evening star, and then your huge red candle, signifying the reversal. And so it was a break. You never hooked, never got confirmation on this little level here of the breakout. The pinpoint with this wick here, and that was it. So still back in this level, but this 387 area that we said we had to break with the 384, we broke the 384 and the 387 at like the same freaking hour, in the same hour. So short's getting killed, short's getting squeezed hard. What you've done is this, we talked about this being a pretty freaking low risk opportunity to short. We could have done something like this, and I'm just showing for education purposes, okay? Short position here and here would have been, it would have been a sound decision in terms of risk to reward, okay? So you have this like level here that's been a key resistance 1 times, 2 times, right? And then I think we've hit it multiple times on smaller time scales, but nevertheless, as you can see, the huge breakdown we had here, we've never been able to break above that. So coming back up to well-respected levels of resistance, it's always a decent play to be taking short positions when you get up to these levels, just because based on the history, we've failed every time. And so like if you had a stop loss here, you'd have gotten stopped out. You still would have been stopped out, but you wouldn't have been out of the woods yet either as the short. So so you got head faked, shorts got stopped out, it happens. And so but the fact remains that just because this happened doesn't mean look, your trades are going to fail. You're going to have failed trades, but the whole point is it's not about how many times you fail. It's about how much money you make when your trades are successful, right? And that's why risk to reward is so important. So if you get stopped out 3 times in a row and your risk to reward is 20 to 1 risk to reward, all you have to do is win 1 trade out of like 15 and you're still green. You're still in the money based on your wins, right? You only have to have 1 win versus 15. 1 successful trade will wipe out all the losses if you do it the right way. That's the beauty of it. You're gonna have failed trades. They're gonna fail all the time. That's just the way it works. It's literally the nature of the business, having failed trades because of this kind of crap, head fakes, and then coming back down. So you have to keep your eyes on this and just wait and see. So we're still at that area, and if we fall below this level, we could still fall all the way back down. So just think about it like that, guys. Education, trying to teach the way. Also with on the 1 hour for Ethereum, just like Litecoin, clear levels of Class A bearish divergence. We're seeing that right now. You made a high here with a large spike in positive momentum, and then you made a much higher high with a much lower high. Yeah, just a lower high than your previous high in positive momentum. So you also got, technically, an overbought territory when you did spike up like that. We knew that, but hey, as long as you can stay around, stay above this 387 area, if you can stay above that, you're staying above the 200 MA. Some great looking stuff. But again, all this is dependent on Bitcoin. Bitcoin being at that key level of resistance. So we'll see what happens. So it's time to move on to the coins that were requested by you, the viewer. So QLC was #1 on the list. And guys, thanks again for being here. You could be doing anything, but you choose to hang out and do some TA. QLC, you know, we had this nasty downtrend, and then we started upward sloping, which is never a good thing. That's normally always bearish. That type of price action where you're just channel bound, moving up slightly, never really threatening your previous highs. And of course, we broke down out of that, and we've just been chopping, and so we're making lower lows than our previous lows. But something to maybe think about. You want to, I mean, hey, maybe measure move. But if we keep this up, one sec, guys. Got to plot all this, reformat a little bit. So, you have this plotted here, right? You have it on your watch list, and you just keep your eye on it, okay? So, clearly we found some sort of support zone down here twice now, 3 times, 4 times we've wicked down within this area. Man, the music. So I do understand you're making lower highs than your previous highs, but it might be worth it to just wait and see. You're also using this 20 MA as resistance a lot. You're coming back within the equilibrium level, right? You're breaking above it, head faking, and coming right back down below it, and you're still having issues. So we could most definitely see lower prices, but if we look left, we can see there's a reason why we're finding support around this area finally, right? We've been beaten down so bad. We could, of course, always come down to this 1628 area, but this really does look good. And this is a range you'd be using to trade QLC if we didn't break to the downside. So if you wanted to be really, really conservative here, this is, again, to me, based on how long and hard we've been beaten down by the bears, based on where we are looking left, this is our all-time low down here. There may be a lower risk, a much higher reward opportunity here. Okay, so you get that long tool, right? You just look at this. We're just talking about education, measuring things up, so I want you guys to learn this is exactly how you make money. Okay, if you wanted to be really, really conservative and potentially miss out on the break to the upside, you could buy, let's see, right, you could buy down here, right? And the problem with that might be it bounces off this level up here where the bodies of the candles closed, and then makes its move, and then you miss out on a beautiful trade because you were too conservative. Well, the risk to reward, 8.6 to 1 risk to reward. So if you have the same type of risk to reward over and over and over, you lose out on 3 or 4 or 5 trades. All you need is 1 to make all that back, and then some, assuming that you're practicing the right methods of how much you're putting down per trade. You need to be putting down a consistent amount of money every single trade, just because if you lose on one, which you will lose on trades, you want to make sure that it's the same amount that you're wagering every time. So hope that helps, guys. Let me know if you're enjoying this live stream. Hit that like button, hit that bell, hit that sub. Really do appreciate y'all being here. Y'all to Jesus, man. So gonna take a look at chat real quick. Vib, okay, it is Vib. Okay, awesome. Who in their right mind would make a coin called Vibrate coin? Really? Well, I guess there's another coin called the F coin, remember? And it's like the curse word. Unbelievable. How could someone think that's a good idea? Absolutely, Jules, looking at ONT. What's up, Michael? Thanks for being here, man. Can't wait till the one-on-one today, right after the live stream. Where's the bottom, Jargon? It's a good question, man, right? Time will tell. Look, that key resistance we're at, Jargon, that is we're at critical levels right now. It's do or die time for Bitcoin. We can't break this level. We're gonna be seeing double bottom, or we're gonna be breaking down to the bottom of that wedge, which could be 5,500. If we have to break this level, we need volume. We need bulls to come into this market. We need buyers. We need George Soros. So we all hate George Soros, but it's like if he's getting into crypto, he might be our hero. I hate Windows Twitch chat isn't in the chat history for the stream. That's weird. Do you hear that, Mission Control, guys? Bueller? What's up, No Narb? ETN released patent news. What? That's crazy, dude. Is it? Can anyone, Stuart, you want to follow up on that, man? Rat Lab, IOST on the list for you, dude. Sorry, I'm a little behind on chat. You know, we analyze coins, we engage, we analyze coins, and then engage again, right? Steam for Michael, absolutely, man. Dude, I didn't know this about Steam. I didn't know, like, they treat it, if you lose your password or something like that, you can't remember for the life of you, you cannot recover your account. Did y'all know that? That's insane, man. I was watching the crypto analyst on YouTube, man, and he was talking about the problems with Steemit. Yeah, man, I understand that's the way mining works with your wallets. You can't recover it if you don't have that, whatever that long thing is with a bunch of words, your key or whatever. But Steemit's like that. Imagine, and the crypto analyst on YouTube, he said, imagine Facebook or Google working like that, where you couldn't recover your email or your Gmail account or anything like that because you couldn't say forget password ? You couldn't do that. So Steemit, that's kind of weird, man. What's up, Brozov? Is that Bob Ross Kappa? Oh my god, that's the best freaking emoji ever, Brozov. Did I get you hooked on TA, man? Well, good, man, because TA's for real, dude. It's not a myth. Just like in the Star Wars world, being a Jedi, so many people thought it was a myth, right? But it wasn't. Thoughts on the rising wedge? Bitcoin looks like its last pattern before the drop, retraced to 6750 area. Checking my T8, Taro says. I'm going to write that down, Taro. Rising wedge. Maybe you're talking about a short-term thing going on with the spikes going on. I'll look at it and see if we can identify that and then give you that kudos if you did, man. Aked said nulls. Seen it yesterday. Break and go confirmed. Falling wedge 4 hour. It's going to enter at the major support level. Nulls. Write it down, man. And this music's pretty good, dude. BHG 4 hour. Got you, dude. The Dark Sith Lord shorting master. I don't know, Crypto Late Bloomer. At these levels, he even knows it'd be stupid to be like shorting massively right now. It just, your risk to reward isn't there at this point. You went from 20K down to 59K and you're still around that area. It just shorting tremendously to push this thing down further. The risk to reward doesn't make sense for anyone that has that kind of money. They're definitely practicing good risk to reward, those people. So IOTA for Brozov, actually already got on the list. UHAM requested that. It's going to be in the next few coins. So we'll get that, man. I Hate Windows says in short patent for instant payment and subscription for every crypto, but it's still pending. Okay, so on the 1 hour, Terra. 1 hour. Got you, dude. We'll take a look at it when we get back to it. All right, so QLC, just something to think about. This is the mentality you need to have if you're looking to trade. You don't have to be looking for, oh my god, it's just a falling wedge or we're breaking out of it, right? There's so many different ways to trade. They're not sexy. They're quiet. They're calm. There's no memes involved with this. Okay, it's underground. Only you're going to know about it. You can identify this stuff, okay? XVG. Speaking of meme coins, making a lower high. Well, double topping. Hey, 991. We literally talked about this. We said this was going to be the first area of resistance. Was it not? This was plotted before this happened. Yeah, I mean, you might be flagging here, but you did double top, so just keep that in mind. That's a for real double top. Bullish, very, very bullish trend, though. I mean, my God, it's wonderful. Golden cross, everyone. Member, I member. Tweezer double top stuff. Wick action right here. Getting denied. It's not good. That's not the, you don't want to see wicks like that so much when you're bullish. That's showing sellers are coming in and saying, nah, no way, man. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens with this. You never want to see double tops, guys. And not only that, I think you also have bearish divergence. Man, this music's amazing. Dude, you had incredible levels of bearish divergence if you count this wick as the double top. If you had maybe class B bearish divergence. See this? So you had this high here, then you matched that high, you wick down, sellers to carry you, but you made significantly lower levels of positive momentum. Something that's really nice on the 4 hour, this RSI is beautiful, 63, still very strong on the RSI. And if you look at the 1 hour, you could be seeing that flag look a lot more developed. See that? So, you know, the thing in a bull trend, you always want to be careful, but this is a trade that you could take, okay? Where do you want to buy, guys? If it hits, great. If it doesn't, who cares? If we come down to this level, this is where you buy when you're scared. Oh my God, it's breaking down. We are screwed. What's your risk to reward? 5.47 to 1. This is where you buy on bull flags if you think they are a bull flag, right? We broke out, we're consolidating, large levels of consolidation, and it's not the most conventional bull flag. It's pretty large, Kappa. So, but nevertheless, you have a tight stop loss. If it breaks down, does it matter? Does it really matter? You barely lost anything. That's the whole point. Your upside potential here is so great compared to your downside when you hit these levels. There's not much more I can say about it. Okay, man? Yeah, here, same thing. Got that bearish divergence, but you're doing that. You're fulfilling that bearish divergence by breaking down right here. You're still making a lower high, but I think that maybe you're just consolidating before you make your move up to the upside. We'll see. We will see. There was that news that came out about the hackage, right? 50% of like all their money was stolen, or what was it? Someone give me a backup on that. I'm not really sure what it was. Okay, so bearish engulfing candle most recently. Now you're holding above this 20 MA, right? You can see that, but we'll see. Just be ready. Keep your eye on Verge. Wait for the money to come to you. You would buy down here. Stop loss. If you don't have a stop loss, don't even think about this. Do not think about trading, buying, selling, doing anything unless you're talking about the next step after hitting that buy is that stop loss. Okay, that's it. And also knowing your exit position. Where would your exit position be in this situation? It'd be at the top of this bull flag. You can take your profit, most of it, move your stop loss up, and if you break to the upside on this third attempt, right? What do? We talked about the measured move, 1156. It's way up here. We made the measured move, right? From here to the top. We measured here and here. From wherever the breakout is, you measure that and gave us 1156, right? If we want to do it real quick so everyone can see this. 163 sat, measured move, wherever the breakout is. From there. Oh, were we off? I guess we started down here maybe. It was like 20 cents off. No way, man. Well, let's readjust then. We might have done it on a 4-hour time scale. Let's go to that real quick. That probably was it. Oh my god, man. Give me this. Yeah, let's try it from here. 150. Okay, 150 on the 4-hour. Guys, when you're measuring, make sure you zoom out. More significant time scales. This would skew us hard, man. We're going to reformat this. 150. So 1,012, actually. 1,112. That's that measure move, man. So go to the 4-hour to get your measurement for your measure move and go from the body to the body. That plays it safe. Use the wicks. Froggy, right? Use the pole. Okay. We'll see what happens, guys. Keep your eye on Verge. Hope that helps. Wreck. Getting wrecked. Okay, man. Looks like this played out pretty well. You're breaking down now. Nice pumpy dumpy, right? Talked about this situation. This is another example of education on low risk, high reward situations, right, guys? If you'd have abided by these principles in this situation, you'd have made a lot of money, a lot more money, right? You see this? We drew our point here. We were down here at these levels last night when we did this. You had the opportunity to get in on this, and we talked about this area being where you sell most of your profit. Look what happened, right? Unbelievable, man. Unfreaking believable. So we said this would be a profit-taking level, but we also pointed here and said this is also an area. So you could have done both, but we talked about how many times we respected this level, made it more reasonable for us to believe we would hit this level and possibly come back down, right? You come up here, you hit it, you came down. Hit it, come down. Hit it, come down, right? Over and over in our history. But this time, we went to this level and then above, and now we've broken back down all the way to this level where we would have sold initially, right? So crazy stuff. Either way, man. Low risk, high reward. That's wreck. The trade looked beautiful. Large spikes in volume. Made it all the way up here. Pumpy, dumpy institutions. Traders market, guys. Wreck, what does it do? It doesn't do anything. 4-hour chart. You've got clear levels of Class C. Bearish divergence. Class C. What's Class C? It's your weakest form of bearish divergence. It means you make a higher high than your previous high, and you double top on your positive momentum when you make those highs. So we have Class C bearish divergence. But who cares? We're traders, right? We don't care about REC, what it does. We don't care about what its pipeline looks like, what its outlook is. We don't care about that, man. All we care about is finding good levels of value and support and making calculated decisions on risk to reward. 4.35 to 1. If you were... You could have taken half, 75, 80% of your profit here at this level and let the rest ride and close your position here. 8 to 1 risk to reward. Are you kidding me, man? In this level. All right. So, guys, awesome stuff on REC, man. Hope someone out there was able to get on this. I mean, we literally talked about it down here, so. Zill's up next. Thanks again for being here, guys. Y'all to Jesus, man. And we got a decent amount of people on Twitch. How y'all doing, guys? Kappa? Check on chat real quick. Don't want to get too behind on chat like I've been doing, so. What's up, Tech Monkeys? You were right, man. 990, boom, right? What's up, Crypto Analyst? There he is, guys. The guy I was talking about with Steam. Steam sucking. That's right, Kenny, respecting the TA. Thanks for being here on Periscope. Okay, 51% attack on the blockchain. That's incredible, man. That really is. What's up, Tomislav? Thanks for being here. Just checking chat, guys. Okay, just bear with me. We're almost done with chat. Head and shoulders forming on REC after a bear flag? I don't even know, Aukhead. We were just so pumped on that trade. We didn't even care. All right, you take that trade. Meh. Head and shoulders? Question mark. We'll go back to it real quick. What's up, Dan? Thanks for being here. How's Atlanta? It's probably nasty over there like it is here. We got it before y'all did. We got it last night. Rec, again, see if there's a Head and Shoulders from Aked, he's asking. So Head and Shoulders, man. Head and Shoulders are way more prevalent after an upswing, right, than a downswing. They don't really make as much sense when you break down, right? It's kind of like a cup and handle. You have a break down, and then you form that cup and handle. You don't have, yeah, you don't have an uptrend and then break down. That's a rounding bottom thing, right? So this is, you know, you see those Head and Shoulders, like, look, hey, Head and Shoulders right here, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder after a nice uptrend. Because the thing is, when you have a neckline, normally that neckline has a huge move up, right? Like this. You snap that neckline, you just break down all the way back. So normally you want to see Head and Shoulders. They're in better context after an upswing. Of course, inverse Head and Shoulders are also, they're after downswings, right? So you'd want to see an inverse Head and Shoulders here. That would make way more sense. So, hope that helps. So, going back to Zill real quick. Guys, can we get a sound check? Yeah, that weather does suck, doesn't it, damn? Okay. So, Zill, beautiful uptrend. We did talk about the possibility of losing that uptrend if we fell below the 886, that 569 area. It looks like we held, right? So key level of support. If you fall below this level, the trend is most likely completely over. We held. Huge wick right here. And we broke out of this quite extended downward sloping channel we were in. So it's grasping at straws to say this is any sort of bull flag. No way, man. I mean, bear pole, bear flag. No way. So, look, you're having a lot of issues. We had a measured move down right here at some point. Look, from this bear pole, bear flag, this was the measured move 604, and now we're using that that old measured move as a resistance. Crazy enough. So, and now we're going to see what happens, right? You can't break above the 604 and keep it making higher prices. You're in a lot of trouble. I mean, technically, your last, what was your previous high? I mean, let's go to the 1 hour. There's a lot of noise here. I mean, your previous high is up here, so you literally have to run up to 672 to test this, to either double top or break to newer highs. You have to do that. That's how it works. So, I mean, you have to, and 624 is a goal too. You have to get above, this is the daily, by the way. It takes out the noise, guys. Remember, there's a lot of miniature swing highs, swing lows. If you're trying to identify your swing highs and swing lows, zoom out, go to slower time scales, takes out that noise, that chop, okay? So now we're on the daily. We can see much clearly, or much more clear, that we have previous highs at 624, and our high above that is 672. So 624 is goal number 1 for Zill, and then 672 after that. And of course 604 is being tested. That's somewhere you got to break, I believe. So we'll see. Never the price action you want, but it's not over until we fall below this 786, 557 area, 886 area. Got to stay up above these areas because these are previous highs. Key support. You break that. I mean, the trend could very well already be over. If you make a lower high here than your previous high, yeah, you're just going to keep going down. So on the daily, nice histogram, man. Nice one line. Your RSI reset, though. Right, when you were up here on the daily, you were technically overbought. You've reset. You're now at 53. So that's it, guys. Okay, it's not price action you want to see, these wicks. This is the bulls losing and the bears winning. Okay, so IOTA for UHAM and our other friend. There we go. So this is one we've been analyzing for quite some time. We did talk about a huge falling wedge that has been in development for 3 months or so. Okay, did a lightning analysis on this pretty recently, and what we found with that is we broke out. We did this lightning analysis before the breakout because we were approaching levels that we had to break one way or another. We were either going to break out to the upside or downside. We thought possibly the upside, because if you see what happened when we hit this bottom here, we spiked up, hit the top of our trend line like Jesus, and then we broke down. But when we did break down, we made much higher lows than our previous low, showed some value here. If you look left, you can see the twig and thatch is all gone. You see this twig and thatch? You'd never hold this up in a bearish hurricane. We know this, our beach house, our Bitcoin, our IOTA cryptocurrency beach house. We finally got down to some formidable levels of support, and you're hoping at this point this is where all that institutional buying came in. Hopefully this is where the bottom is. That was the thought process we had analyzing it, looking left. Wow, look at that wedge, guys. Wonderful. So we broke out of this wedge, this 3-month developed wedge. We did not get confirmation, and we said if you did not get confirmation, you do not buy this. Do not buy it. Said it like 6 times in that video. So didn't get it, spiked up, made a lower high, and broke down, and then we made a little bear flag. Then we had a measured move down. We hit this upper trend line of the falling wedge. Instead of resistance, we're now using it as support, which is a great sign. That's what you gotta see. And then we talked about yesterday that we formed this other miniature wedge action, right? And so we broke it, broke down. Now we're using that as support. Weird, man. So you got a wedge doing the same thing that your bigger wedge was doing, and so now you're making lower highs like this wedge. It's confusing, right? So we talked about the 14,566 to 14,664 area being very important, and we have to break above it or not. And this price action, I hate it because we could have been so close to a golden cross in the 4-hour, but like that happens. We just aren't finding buyers right now, which you gotta find. Your bullish momentum is bleh. It's really bleh. Let's see here. Making lower lows than our previous. Whoa. Low here, low here. So something we could say, barely. This is almost nil. Not even a big deal. You barely have Class A bullish divergence. And I fear... Yeah, no, you definitely have bullish divergence. A really nice form of bullish divergence, because if you look here, see this is a low, and then you made a lower low, and look at your MACD, man. Look at this level of 3 times now. Even this low was lower than this high, right, in negative momentum. So you have like triple MACD bullish divergence on IOTA on the 4-hour. So that's pretty interesting, and unfortunately we're supplementing that with very weak levels of positive momentum. So guys, you gonna hear this music? It's amazing, dude. So awesome. We are now able to read the numbers with 1080p. Well, you know what? I hate Windows. That's all because of all y'all. All your contributions and support for this stream. I promised y'all, I said, any contribution you throw to this stream is only going to increase the quality of the content we produce. Okay? So thank y'all so much for that. Y'all the Jesus, man. Alright, so IOTA, got to get above these key levels of resistance. If you don't, you're seeing lower prices. That's it. That's it. That is IOTA. Okay, we should move that. If you ever hear a beep on IOTA, we know we're breaking above those key levels of resistance. That's IOTA. Let's go to XMR, Monero. And Monero looks pretty freaking good. It was contradicting the TA, and now it's starting to respect the TA. What's developed? Okay, so with Monero, clearly lateral movements. Remember we were looking at Ethereum or Litecoin, one of the two, where we talked about this area up here being so well respected, and then it moved up. Hold on a sec. Don't want to play that. Okay, so we talked about that level being so well respected, okay, and we contradicted it. We bounced to the upside just somewhere randomly up here. We were very close to being stopped out on Litecoin. I think it was Ethereum that did it. And so this is an incredible area to make a short, right, to take a short position right at that trend line. just because of history. Looking left, you see this is a very incredible level of resistance. So it'd be a great short opportunity, and that's exactly what the bears did. They were very smart about this, and so you found these levels, and we said a great exit would be this level, not this one. This one because of history. We have multiple touches here. Okay, so right now it seems like you're making some lateral movements after a nasty breakdown, consolidating, probably bearishly. Okay, so see what happens with that. You'd be well into this short, mostly in the money like hardcore. You're not finished, but you could maybe move your stop loss up if you wanted to. From back here, you could start moving it up, right? You can make it as tight as you want to. Depends on how conservative you are and how confident you are in the how confident you are in this trade, it breaking down to this level. So we'll see what happens, right? Okay, that's XMR. That's really it. You're kind of range bound after a disgusting downtrend, and this is a beautiful trader's coin right now. It's been that way. Okay, XMR. What time is it? Okay, 8 till. Your top of the hour. Your local on the 8's coming up. Vib was requested. Vib, not vibe. Vibrate coin. Weird enough. It's been a while. We haven't analyzed this. Let's redo this, man. Let's rechart all this. And you have this, obviously, but you got that pumpy dumpy stuff, man, Stuart. The pumpy dumpy, it never fails, does it? So we use these trend lines here and these three, and then we fell. So maybe you're getting some sort of ascending triangle action. Okay, this is insane. I don't even get it. Have we seen this type of price action before, though? Got some ascending action here. Yep. Hey, look at that, guys. Wow. But you're not seeing the same stuff. Look at that. You get that spike up, like you had the spike up here, and then you started making these highs. You started seeing this resistance here after multiple layers of accumulation 3 times, right? Look at that. This could be potentially a reversal to the upside. There's a possibility, man. There really is. But I wouldn't hold true to that. If you wanted to buy, you're not buying here. You would be buying down here with a very tight stop loss. Okay. See what happens, man. Your reaction highs, I mean, your body, you only had your body of your candle close a few times up here. It never did it again, only the wicks. So, something to think about. You know, I don't know if I'd play around with this, but nevertheless, we do have something like that going on. Okay. And what we could do is also Fibonacci, see where we're at on our retrace. I'm sure it's what? Either what, the 78% of the way retraced, or was it 886? What do you think? 78, 80, 886, 786. There it is. Okay, so you're clearly using your 786 as a resistance right now. The resistance of the 786 is that sell walls there, right? You can clearly see it. You busted above it one time, broke down, and now you're currently using the 786 as resistance multiple times. So if this played out, this could be a very nice move to the upside. If we broke out and confirmed, you could see a reversal pattern, 422 Satoshi measure move up. If it played out, right here, measure move. But again, I'm not telling you to buy. We're being hypothetical here, okay? And we're just thinking outside the box. That's what you do in TA. You be creative and you look for pattern development and you make decisions and you say, hey, this might be this. This could be very well a possibility of what could happen here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, 6 reaction lows and multiple reaction highs right here. Discard this. Just treat it like it doesn't even exist. There you go. So that'd be your measure move up. This ascending triangle looks way more developed. You're discounting, you're cutting this out. 1, 2 reaction highs, 3 reaction lows, 4 reaction lows. This is where you were going to buy, where you needed to buy. Right now, you're not. Your risk to reward is terrible. Normally, you want to buy down here and sell most up here. Move your stop loss up, and then if it breaks to the upside, you get the windfall. The windfall of the trade that makes your risk to reward even better. Unbelievable. Okay. Okay, everybody. It is your local on the 8s. Had to do that, guys. I freaking had to do it. Okay, so we're going to go to Bitcoin. For the 1 hour. Say the 4 hour if we want to. Still having issues. Very large issues. You have 1 minute and 30 seconds left. That's not the price action you want to see. That is a textbook on the 4 hour. That's a textbook bearish pin bar. You do not want to see that. That is in fact a reversal pattern right there. The wick isn't very large, but nevertheless, your body of your candle is closing within the previous body. It's bad. You have a slight wick here. It's not good. You don't want MACD's not telling us much besides we're making these levels of positive momentum. Last time we had positive levels of momentum, we had this nice rising wedge pattern, but we're making lower highs than these previous highs, so the MACD can't tell us anything. We don't see any divergence. The only divergence we saw was the bullish divergence, and then we said the exhaustion may have been setting in, the double bottom. 3, 4 times we tested these areas, which was touching this wick. So yeah, that's it, man. We have 19 seconds left on this candle. We're just gonna wait it out. Can I hear this music at all? Turn it up a little bit. What's up, Stone Man? Thanks for the kudos, man. What's up, B Slice? There it is. There it is, guys. Bearish pin bar. I mean, it's a pretty large wick right here for the bearish pin bar. It's not your most conventional bearish pin bar, but nevertheless, a 4-hour candle like that is showing levels of rejection. 2 wicks. This is a double top tweezer stuff. It's not the stuff you want to see. Look here, right? Same thing. Tweezer double top. What happened? You broke down. But hey, you made a higher low. You moved to the upside, right? But so look, we had Tarot asking on the 1 hour if we had a rising wedge, which it seems like we very well could. Talking about right here, man. Is this the Rising Wedge Jesus, man? Like this, dude? Let's go to another chart that's cleaner. All this stuff, it matters to us. I just don't want to delete it. So, this one, yeah, this will be better for us. See, on Coinbase, it broke out, right? On the 1 hour, not the 4 hour. The 4 hour, it didn't. That's why it's always good looking at more significant time scales. They tell you a lot more. Okay, 1 hour though. My brother Tiro was saying possible rising wedge on the 1 hour, and it's like, okay, let's give it a shot. 1, 2 touches, and you were saying what? Maybe something down here, like here, like that. Maybe 5 touches. All right, is that what you're talking about, Tiro? Let me know, man. Close, man. It's really close. What's up, Maximiliano? Yeah, we have GXS on the list. We just added it. Someone else was asking about it, so we'll see what happens, man. So yeah, according to Taro, on the 1 hour possible rising wedge pattern, this is the stuff you see, right? It's the same stuff over here, right? Remember this? Remember this rising wedge, guys? Struggle at 69.90, Kappa. Don't do it, man. See this rising wedge? Remember this, guys? Yeah, we remember this. Same stuff. You made a move up. You made a move up. Okay. Then you consolidated. Then you made a move up like this again. Move up. You consolidated again. You broke to the upside one more time, broke down, head and shoulders, and then broke down from there. So that's a very real possibility. We look at it on the 4 hour, see if that's a thing. That's it, Tara. Heck yeah, man. How far into the stream are we? We are 1 hour and 3 minutes, Miner. Thanks for being here on Twitch, man. You twitching, dude? No, not yet. Neo was... We had like 3 more coins, and then we were going to be on Neo, Jimbo. So it was just, you know, we do first come, first serve stuff unless you contribute bits or something, so request something. A 4 hour, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's close, man. It's really, really close. Really close, but I mean, it does make sense. Literally like no freaking volume at all, and it just doesn't, there's just no one who's buying. It's all bots right now, right? Short squeezes, the bearish divergence on the 4 hour, or excuse me, the bullish divergence played out the way it should have. We saw that spike, we hit levels here, and we kept wicking. We wicked freaking 4 times on the 4 hour. We could not break to lower prices, and so we shot up. But we shot up to key levels of resistance. And when you hit those levels like that, these are very significant. This stems all the way to 11,600, very top. But regardless of all that, this is a very bullish pattern, but we're going to find out and see what we're made of here, okay? We will see what we're made of. I just don't know, man. If it's it seems like this is a wonderful low risk, high reward short opportunity. That is 100% a certainty. If you are someone who's short selling, great time to do it. Very great time to do it. Okay. Just because of the odds. It's not about, oh, we think it's going to go down. It's just about after a move like this in a bearish market, when you're hitting critical levels of resistance, and historically every time we've hit this level, we tanked. The odds are in your favor to short this coin and have a nice stop loss, right? So you now, at this point, now we have a little bit of history of the breakout. You do something like this. You just move your short a little bit higher than your previous wick, and then you could close your position down here. You wanted to. Nice 5.64 to 1 risk to reward on shorting Bitcoin right now. If you stop out, who cares? Because the risk reward was so great. Your chances of it going lower were very high. Okay? So just things to think about. And I'm not saying I'm bearish. I'm just saying this is TA, guys. This is freaking TA. There's no, I don't pick sides. Of course, I want bulls to win. I want people to make money because I know the majority of people watching and participating in the market, they're not shorting. They're just buyers, right? And they want blockchain technology to succeed. And so, you know, if crypto tanks and goes to nothing, then it fails and it doesn't exist anymore, right? So I do want the bulls to win overall, but you can't, because there's a red flag at the beach and there's the undertow and it's very severe. That doesn't mean like I'm, you know, gonna go in the water and try to fight that. But I will look for opportunities to try to make money during the undertow, whatever. I'll sell pina coladas on the beach, right? And wait for the undertow to be over. Then I'll go swimming after I've made my money making those pina coladas on the beach. I'll go in the ocean when there's no undertow, right? Don't go against the trend. The trend is your friend, and currently this trend is bearish, okay? Again, if you get stopped out, does it really freaking matter? No, because their risk is so low. Okay, that's Bitcoin. Let's go to Litecoin. Coinbase, yeah. There you go. Keeps going. Look how close we got, man. Last night, talked about this morning. Long-legged doji. After a huge spike, you hit these levels, these key levels of resistance after a huge spike like that. Normally, that is exhaustion. Long-legged dojis signify huge moves are about to happen one way or another. And at this point, in the context, when we broke down, formed this long-legged evening star doji. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're tanking harder. We're hitting a key level. We're about to hit a key level support right here at 117.10. Right below that, then we'll probably be going down to 116.42. Then after that, 116.12, and then you kind of get it each level after that, 115.40, then all the way down to 112. So if you had your stop loss set at this literal level, 119.64, you still would have been in this short. You'd have been losing out while you were sleeping or whatever, but boom, still would have been here. That's the whole point. The whole freaking point. You're able to sleep when you have stop losses. You're able to not think about what you're buying and selling when you have stop losses and you have good elevated levels of risk to reward. 3.32 to 1 risk to reward. Still good. Still fine. Even with a loose stop loss like this, nothing below 3 to 1. You can do 2 to 1 if you want, but I don't really recommend it because I don't think that's, if you're losing on trades 2 to 1, it's going to take a lot more to get your money back. So I always like going for 3 to 1 or greater. And again, like we talked about a little earlier, on the 1 hour, we had that bearish divergence, class A, its purest form. All right, made this high, and you made a higher high. Hold on. Yeah, you made this high here and made a higher high on the first high. Made this huge spike in positive momentum. Then you made this higher high. You made a lower level of positive momentum. Sorry, guys. It's a tough life. All this TA, man. TRX. Samarth, Mr. Patel. TRX is on the list. It's actually literally the next coin we're doing after the big three. It was the local on the 8s. Okay. Okay, let's go to Ethereum. Then we'll get to Tronics. In cash on the list. Breakout with con. Breakout with connection. Confirmation. Oh, okay. We'll see, man. Ethereum looks a little better, right? We talked about a short opportunity here. We thought it was pretty good based on the history we had. Remember Monero? Looking kind of like this. These are good areas. You get stopped out, no big deal. Low risk, high reward opportunity. Stop out, meh. Trade failed, it doesn't matter. That's it. But methinks if Bitcoin tanks at these critical levels of resistance, this is going right with it. So still, to me, we're retracing. Let's look at the swing high to swing lows. Let's take a look at our retrace. Top to bottom for that. So swing high to swing low. We've retraced 50% of the way. Guys, remember the Dow theory? What is the Dow theory? On downtrends or uptrends, you're going to retrace most of the time about 50%. That's the theory of the Dow. 392.94. We hit it like to Jesus, and then we formed a bearish evening star. Reversal. It's only 1 hour, but still. Also, bearish divergence in its purest form. Class A. 1 hour, not that big a deal. Nevertheless, it still exists. Okay? Still doesn't look very good because you had this upward sloping trend line, and you broke out of it, head faked, broke down. You got no confirmation here. If you bought here, you're literally doing the inverse of the right thing. Okay. That's Ethereum. Nothing much has changed. Still well within this. See if we can break out the upside, but we know what's happening. No one really cares about this or Litecoin because Bitcoin will call the shots. Bitcoin calls the shots, guys. So TRX, the next on the list. Guys, thanks for being here on this Saturday. So, we had another education we were talking about. Oh, no doubt, man. Look at that. Tight stop loss. You'd have gotten... Well, I take that back. The trade would have been completed. Okay. All right, we were back here when we plotted all this. It's a good opportunity to short here. We broke down. That target was hit, and then kept breaking down to lower prices. My God. Hit this 382. Bounce back up. So it wouldn't have mattered. This would have been over as a short. You can't short Tronics. This is just education, okay? We're trying to educate, all right? So, yeah. Huge wick up. Someone was trying to short here. They would have shorted and then maybe gotten stopped out immediately, and then it would have broken down again. Back to this level. Unreal. Gotta be careful, man. They'll wash you out. That's why sometimes if you have a little leeway on your risk to reward with using your tool, right, your long tool or your short tool, it's a beautiful method, a way to see 4-to-1 risk to reward. Am I going to be greedy? What if I was like, okay, I'm scared of getting washed out, so maybe I'll make my stop a little looser. All of a sudden, the risk to reward isn't there, so you can't do that, and that's the problem. That's the dilemma. So even here, you'd have gotten stopped out with a 3-to-1 risk to reward. You're talking about short selling up here. And if you're talking about short selling up here, you would have never even, your limit would have never even hit to where you shorted, or talking about like something like this. So, nevertheless, we were talking about this area here. We were talking about the descending triangle. Okay, so talking about shorting at the top of the symmetrical triangle. Excuse me, the descending triangle. And look what happened from there. You broke down because this is a bearish continuation pattern after a bear pole, descending triangle. So this signifies bearish continuation. You had the head fake, no confirmation, and you broke down lower prices, and you spiked up. Now you're kind of finding a bottom, which is good. That's the stuff you want to see. So we'll see if we're forming anything right now. Any kind of pattern. Doesn't look like it, really. Just to me, it looks like some sort of area. Okay, so cleaning it up a little bit, since you did find support here. Maybe this might be a good area to take a shot with a very, very tight stop loss. I wouldn't... See, look how you wicked off that 200 on the 1 hour. That's good. It's a very good sign. Complete rejection. Saying you will not fall below this 200 rejection. So, I mean, just trading, just thinking about it, you know, like, who cares if you break back down here again? It's not good. So, you could have a stop loss right below this wick. So you'd be buying. You'd try everything you could to buy at the 382, the 525 area, if you can get that. Then have your stop loss very tight at the 520 area. That's how tight you're going to be here because of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish times you've hit this area of support. You fall below that again. You see this wick, of course, but we're not going to screw up our risk to reward for that. So you see a clear level resistance up here is 554. So you could make a 3.86 to 1 risk to reward trade on Tronics, assuming Bitcoin doesn't tank to crap, right? Always take that into consideration, right? You can't discard the fact that Bitcoin owns most of these coins, right? Pretty much, you know, on the charts. It's like Sauron's ring. It owns all the other rings. Okay, the one coin to rule them all. We know this. We talk about it all the freaking time. An issue I have kind of with Tronics is on the 1 hour. Look how we're using this 20 MA as a resistance, and look how we've been well below it ever since this breakdown. Okay, that is concerning to me. I don't like that. And don't really like how we made a lower high than our previous highs. And I really don't like how the only reason we're back up to these levels is because kind of some kind of stupid news. That's it. That's the only reason we were up here, and we're already bleeding out back to getting close to the levels we're at. Hey, and guess what? Guess freaking what? Measure move down. We hit it with the 200. Go freaking figure. We didn't even talk about the measure move. That's it, man. That's freaking it. So, is it a good trade? Well, great risk to reward, but the context is kind of scary. It's kind of, these are multiple things you have to think about if you want to take trades. Sure, the risk reward's great, but you're below the 20 and the 50, and you're not making higher highs. You're wicking off this 50% retrace, this 554. You're not able to get above it. Those are issues for me, I see, and you're making very, very low levels of positive momentum, little spike here, and now you're just crapping out. This kind of price action signifies, in reality, lower prices. Like, you don't do this when you're bullish making good prices. You break to the upside and you bust past this previous high and make a higher high. I mean, where you need to be, if you're not even talking about trading, you're just talking about the livelihood of Tronics on the charts, 555. Hit it and break it and hold above it. You have to. That's your next step. You have to do that. That's it. That's Tronics, man. So we're talking, this is something you could do, but based on other factors, we don't know. I don't really like this based on that. So fun was next on the list, guys. Do we really have like, hold on. Let me see here. Okay, we got like, I don't know. We'll see. Fun, man. Let's just redo all this crap, man. Let me get the 4 hour real quick and show you. Guys, if you're enjoying this live stream, hit that like button, hit that bell, hit that sub. Really do appreciate y'all being here on this Saturday. You could be doing anything, and you choose to be here doing TA with me. Okay, so this is a very real level of resistance that we're approaching right now. Okay, get rid of this wedge crap because it pretty much isn't valid, didn't do anything. Okay, so screw that. Okay, it's a downward sloping channel. The beginning of this channel started the 4th of January of this year, and so upward sloping crap, you know, and then broke down out of that. Now I had upward sloping crap, and now we're just kind of going lateral. It's just gross, man. Just disgusting wiki price action. Breakdown, that same upward sloping crap, and now you're starting to break out with no volume, no momentum, nothing. It's just, you see all this chop. This signifies no volume. No one's buying and trading this coin. It's just there. Anyone could manipulate this if they wanted to. You know, George Soros could manipulate it if he wanted to. One guy. Okay, so do we know? There's the only thing you got going for you. The only freaking thing is, just like a lot of other coins, like Neo and I think Ripple and IOTA. They that same day when Bitcoin tanked the first time, we had this low, and we haven't seen that low since. If you look left, those levels of support, we finally found some, I guess, right? So you got that. That's about it. These areas are kind of being held. You're below the 886 Fibonacci. After that's the 100. So based on all this crap, when you broke to the upside, now you're breaking to lower lows than your previous lows here. There's a good chance, based on what we're doing now, that you could come down to double bottom here, 392. So it's a reality, man. Nothing great about this coin. Yeah, man. Yeah, right here, 1, 2, 3. These lows, low here, lower low, lower low. You had Class A bullish divergence on the 4 hour, and all you supplemented that, you definitely respected the TA and said, okay, here was our lowest low. This was all you got. That was all you freaking. That's terrible. When you see bullish divergence Class A like that, and then the next moves that you make to pretty much fulfill the destiny of that Class A bullish divergence is this. Steer clear, man. It's terrible. That's freaking terrible. And you're breaking out of this level with just no power, nothing. I mean, sure, you can keep your eye on it because it's technically breaking out, but this is like walking out. This is like a walkout. This isn't a breakout, okay? Terrible. I don't know, man. Have fun with that. So Neo, yeah, man, the stop loss is a little tight. In retrospect, looking back, might have been a good idea to have that stop loss below the wedge, which is smart. But you keep it now. You've broken that key level support. See, we talked about this probably would have been a good idea. Right down here below. You still would have had 5.23 to 1 risk to reward. But here's the thing. The wedge pattern, we could, as long as we stay within this wedge, keep bouncing along, still think good buying areas for this coin. Really do. And it's just like you've been beaten down so much and you're still above this level. Let's plot that. Okay, so yep, see, look how you wick down twice, right? And that took out all the stops here too. So even that's the problem, man. That was our thinking. Okay, we'll make it a little lower than this wick, and it went lower and stopped us out. So, but it came down and touched this level and has not fallen to that level since. So, if you had your limit buy here or here, anywhere around here, you'd have been filled and it shot up. But now you're currently using this old level of support as resistance, and you're bouncing off of it. So, look, man, that's the deal. Remember, you're looking for setups, looking for low risk, high reward. Sometimes crap like this happens. Nothing you can do about it. What? You can't tell me we don't have Class A bullish divergence. You can't tell me we don't have that. Okay, so you look at the indicators. A lot of the times we're right, and then yeah, sometimes it just doesn't work out for us, right? So I still think holding within this level, it's a good buy anywhere down here. Anywhere at the bottom of this downward sloping trend line of this falling wedge, it's a good buy. Doesn't matter. That's the proper time to buy. Okay, the lowest areas of your wedge, it's when you buy. When everyone's scared and think it's going to break down out, it's when you buy. So you don't, like, if you're going to buy up here on a breakout, really, I mean, confirmed breakout, why don't you buy when you're down here and then we get the confirmed breakout and you're still in it from here? Think about how much more money you have. So you can't get mad that we took a shot on a low risk, high reward opportunity. Right? You can't do that. You're going to see it all the time. Trades fail, and the whole point is you have a tight stop, you get stopped out, you lose a little bit, but the chances of winning if you hit on that would have been insane. You did a great reward. So that's Neo. We'll see what happens, man. ADA. Oh yeah, Bitcoin's over 7,000 on Bitfinex. Heck yeah, that's good, man. It's a good sign. 69.99 on oh wow, man. So yeah, we opened and now we're just so weird, man, how it worked. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, you're bouncing off that trend line. We're looking at the Bitfinex as well. Yeah, 69.90 right now. See if we can hold, man. See if we can hold. Okay, so ADA, yeah. Look, if something happens with Bitcoin, it's crazy. I'll be able to see it, and I will we'll switch over to that chart. No problem, man. ADA, man. Ooh. Hey, man. Looks like we hit that level, did we not? Oh, yeah. So we were talking about a risk to reward situation here, right? So you have this, this is a 4-hour chart, significant. So you have this nice symmetrical triangle, okay? Where do you buy the symmetrical triangles? You buy them at the bottom, and you sell at the top. Of course, we have not hit that level. Based on the price action, it's getting a little froggy. I don't really like that. That's some head and shoulders type crap. You made a move up, left shoulder, head. Now you're forming some sort of right shoulder with maybe a possible bear flag, and you've broken out of the bear flag. Not kind of the stuff you want to see, man. So, with that being said, for education purposes, you would have bought down here. You'd have still been in the money, funny enough. You'd had your stop loss down here. And yeah, that's it. I know why you sell at the top, right? We know we have a resistance here and here, but it doesn't know. We don't know if there's enough power in this coin to break to the upside. But critical levels, you're right there at that support. Again, these are good buying opportunities, and have some sort of stop loss set up. If you lose out, no big deal. But if you break to the upside, it could be tremendous gains. So this is when you buy here, when everyone's scared, not when you buy when everyone's euphoric and thinking, oh my god, it could keep going, man, and then the algos suck you in after it's already ran up a huge amount, and then you have an exhaustion candle, and it breaks out, then wicks down at the same time scale candle. So okay, that's ADA. Symmetrical triangle after a downtrend could signify some sort of bearish continuation pattern, but you can't assume anything ever on symmetrical triangles. Ever. Never do it. Never do it, man. You had, what kind of form? You had some sort of class, what was it? Let's see. Almost class C bullish divergence on ADA, and I mean, you probably got that little spike here. That's not good price action. You don't want to see this type of crap after you have a huge spike like that. Head and shoulders. Possibility of head and shoulders, guys. Where's the neckline? I mean, pretty much the real neckline is here. But you got all these wigs here. I get that. That's all noise. It's like the head fakes, the fake outs, right? All the fake outs. So. You could also say the neckline's here. We broke that once, bounced up. So I don't know, man. Might be scary. Might be really scary. You may not want to mess with this just based on the pattern that's developed, right? You had your run up, then you ran up to higher prices. You hit the top, formed this upper trend line of symmetrical triangle, and you broke down, and then you broke up. Your bulls tried to rally to make higher prices than your previous highs, and they failed miserably. There was no one there, and now you're breaking down. You could have a bear pole, bear flag action, and have some sort of measure move, which would be the 2016, 2017 mark. That'd be your measure move for this bear pole down here. So you definitely, now that we have a head and shoulders, maybe not want to mess with this. If you bought in on these wicks at a limit buy, maybe you just want to get out and take that small amount of profit you have. That's not good. You can't just look at the trend line and say, okay, I'm buying here. Look at everything. That's scary stuff, man. Hey, look left. Here's a shoulder, a head, a shoulder again. Look at the breakdown. Look at that nasty breakdown. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Not good. New developments, guys. Charts are ever evolving every single day. EOS. My stream is all black. What do you mean, man? Inch, Stuart? Is it breaking out right now, man? Oh, nice. Yeah, Bitcoin's moving. 7,009. We'll see. We get confirmation here, right? Because we technically didn't break out. We technically just opened outside. So that's not always the best thing. The fact that the last candle you had within failed to break out, and you are kind of hooking off that old resistance kind of as a support now, but this is a 4-hour candle, so we'll see. Knowles for Don. Okay, we'll put on the list, Don. Thanks for being here, man. Have we really gotten 0 subs in this live stream? Are you serious, man? How's that even possible? Pretty decent amount of viewers, man. Consistently, all day. We've been going an hour and a half. Had like 1 freaking sub? Seriously, man? Okay. Whatever. Just teaching how to trade. Whatever. Okay, so now probably got something like this you could do. Just clean it up a little bit. Yeah, this we're not getting rid of this 83.5 area. Rising wedge, measure move, beautiful. Gotta clean it up now. Okay. It's that time. Yeah, it's that time, man. It's a rising wedge again, guys. Just saying, man. What does that look like to y'all? That looks like a beautiful, beautiful rising wedge pattern. Does it not? So textbook. Looks beautiful. So what do rising wedges do, guys? When they respect the TA, they have measured moves down, reversal wedge. $13,277 measured move from the breakout. If we broke out here, if the measured move would be right there. It's your measured move, guys. Be careful if you're an EOS. Just know what is going on. Just know. From this high to this high, you had bearish divergence. Now here, I know you did make a high here and you made higher levels of positive momentum, but nevertheless, even on this, you still made lower levels of positive momentum up here. So, always something worth noting. Right? Also, getting some sort of symmetrical triangle action on your momentum. So this goes to the bears. This will be this is bearish in terms of pattern development and slight levels of Class A bearish divergence. Okay, not saying the trend's over, but I am saying that you once again have a rising wedge pattern forming. That's okay. You can contradict that, but just letting you know what I see. Drawing trend lines here. Multiple touch points, multiple touch points, multiple touch points on both sides. That's it. 2 upward sloping trend lines. That's it. That's all we got going on. So maybe we could break to the upside once again. I think eventually you'll make the measure move down. I think you'll still probably be okay. But nevertheless, that's it. EOS is perplexing. What's perplexing about it, man? Just be careful out there, guys. This EOS, beautiful bull run, but it's still forming this nasty wedge pattern. Okay. Where you have to break to make a higher high, or to meet the new high, would be 105,000. That's the area we talked about a lot in our live streams. So. Jelly says, I think not many people know about the existence of this channel. I'm glad a friend of mine tipped me. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known. Yeah, man, I know we got like close to 3,000 subs on our main channel, and it's just like, yeah, I'm sure half don't even know about it, which is weird. You know, we try to put it everywhere, so. Yeah, Bitcoin's just flirting with that 7,000 area. It's 69.98 right now, so. Okay, EOS, done. Rising wedge, be careful. XLM. Still working on it, guys. We were messing around last night. We said, wouldn't this be crazy if this happened? Forms from some sort of head and shoulder pattern. This is the neckline, and then we broke it, and measure move down would be down here somewhere. We said we're getting ahead of ourselves and we're just messing around, having fun. We have fun with TA. Why not? Why would you not have fun and just see what could happen? You know, you got some sort of bear flag, bear pole action going on. It's very real. Just to see if we could break out and fail, snap up here, and then boom, break down. POA, pumpy, 62% up. Oh my god. Thank you so much for the spreading the word, Arlo. You Jesus, man. Kevin Jose says, thanks Jules Santana for showing me this channel. Well, Kevin, I'm glad you're here, man, and thanks Jules for all the contributions you've made. A bitch lord. So guys, thanks again for everything. What time is it? We've been going in this live stream 1 hour and 36 minutes now. I think we've had an incredible stream so far. Bitcoin showing some life, hitting that 7,000 range. Will it hold? Time will tell, man. Time will tell. Houston Control. Hope all is well. You hear that? Houston Control? You're not Mission Control, you're Houston Control. Juan got pumped and still going. Hungry Probe says that's on the list. Isn't it? Someone asked about one. Maybe that was last night. All my stuff's like getting mixed together now. I don't even remember anymore. Just so many freaking coins, man. Coin PTSD. Block job. I talked about ONT. It just got here. It's looking. How do you think it's looking for taking a turn soon? Look, man, when you break key levels of resistance with an ascending triangle, you break all-time highs. There is no more resistance. All you have are your fib extensions. And so what happens is you have forms of capitulation, bullish capitulation. That's ONT. Storm did the exact same thing. Eventually, yeah, it broke down. Okay? Thanks, in Florida. I hope so, man. I hope so. Can we see if, Neo? Yeah, Josh, we actually just looked at Neo a few minutes ago, and it's holding within that wedge, but it broke out of that little support that we were looking at, and yeah, I mean, it triggered some stop losses, but still within the wedge, so it's still a good area. If you can get back to that wedge, bottom of that wedge pattern, it'll be good. The only problem is if it keeps going down and touching that wedge, it's like, when will it pop, right? It will eventually move to the upside of the wedge. You just got to keep your eye on it. That's the whole point. Keep your eye on Neo. HPB? Panther? Hey, man, I think HPB doesn't exist on TradingView. See that, Panther? Or, yeah, Panther, I can't do it, man. I'm sorry. I would if I could, man. Do I have BNG? Descending triangle stuff, man. Kind of. Kevin. Breakout? Yeah. Looks like it. Nice, man. Nice one, Stuart. Break, hook, and not quite a bullish engulfing candle. If you look in, not a bullish engulfing. Look, it's not engulfing it. Then you got this bearish engulfing right after, right now. It's going all that. 20 minutes left on this candle. Look at this 200 MA. It's the 1 hour. Okay, so overbought territory. Nice spike in positive momentum. The highest on the 1 hour. The highest level of positive momentum you've seen since the 29th of March. When we had this crazy, insane pump. Are you kidding me? Let's go to the 4 hour real quick. Can y'all hear the music? I like it, man. Okay, so we have the break. Man, we're still this coin is still above that. Look at the MAs, like the 50 still above that 200. You really need to break here. Keep your eye on ENG coin. We need to hook on the 4 hour. I'd preferably get a break hook and go on the 4 hour. That's always what I'd like to see, but I digress. You broke this level of support. You're back above it. Great area. Very, very good area. Yeah, look at the level of value here. People see value in this coin at this price because of all the formidable levels of support every time we've broken down. Hitting it now, not here, but since then, here and here and here, and we fell below it. Now we're back. That's great. Great, we have an alert set up on ENG. Good stuff, Stuart. You did Jesus, man. IOST. Thanks, Panther. Here's the breakout, man. IOST, the breakout. It's the measured move. We never hit the measured move. Dang. See if we measured it wrong. Here's the 4 hour. So we did it on the 1 hour. I think we probably messed up. So the bull pole was like 72 sats. Okay, not using the wicks. So 72 sats from the breakout. Yeah, that was it. So we did, I think, was on the 1 hour we were here, and then we chose to do it like this, from the bottom here to the top. Wait, oops, down here. From the bottom here. What? Bottom there to the top. That was 100 sats. So guys, that will knock you off. Go 100 sats, then all of a sudden, pretty much out. All right, you wouldn't have hit. But this isn't over. I'm not saying it's over. I'm just saying this initial move up wasn't the measured move that we were looking for. Wow. Yeah, pretty much Class C bearish divergence. And you could argue that it is Class A because it's downward sloping. It's a lower level of positive momentum than your previous. But man, it's so freaking close to just being Class C, which is insignificant. So it being this close, I could say this isn't that big of a deal of bearish divergence. So wonderful though, guys. You know about this coin. This is IOST. Let me show you. Beautiful, beautiful cup and handle pattern, right? So the first target was unbelievable. Having it like this, the measured move, 122, 123 sats, right? From the bottom here to the top, that's how you measure it. And then from the breakout, $122, guys. That was the measure move. Look what happened. Before we bull flagged, we hit it. That level was hit, limit cells got filled, started the bullish consolidation because that trade was complete. And now we're moving on to the second trade of IOST. Wonderful, guys. Wonderful stuff. Beautiful, nice levels of volume. Let's keep it going, man. Did we do in cash yet? Nope. Let's go to Steam and then we'll do. We're working on it, man. We're working, man. 1 hour and 45 minutes. Literally gotten one sub. Might just cut this short, guys. Steam. Broke out, yep. Pumpy pump. Okay. Thanks. So breakdown after the pumpy pump, but you're making higher lows than your previous lows, which is a great sign. That's what you want to see. Also, this 2508 song. What did this said song? It's 2508 Satoshi area. You're holding above that. This is an area of resistance. Remember, we plotted both these points for that specific reason, right? Talked about battleground area for the bulls and bears on both sides, right? It was a support, it was resistance, now it's a support. And now it's a resistance breaking out of it. So if you can break out of that level, you have a very good opportunity of seeing higher prices, like very high prices. So your next area to break after that, plot it for you. Got to break above that 28.55 area. That's your next goal for the bulls. Okay, after that, next goal after that would be the 32.01 area. You break and hold above 27.33. Your next goal is 28.55. You break and hold above that. You got a couple fibs that you got to bust through. Other than that, 32.01 will be your next goal after that. And then we'll talk a little bit later about Steam it beyond that. So, yeah, TRX on the 10 seconds. Yeah, pretty much. You asked about WAN. Okay, we'll go to WAN real quick. Nice breakout, man. Really nice breakout. It broke out, man. 4 hour too. Got froggy, false breakouts, broke down, stayed above the 200 MA on the 1 hour, and then you've just gone green. Huge levels of volume, extremely overbought, 87, 86 on the RSI. Measure move, there it was. 50,736, I believe. Right, is this something we did? It's about down here to up here. 53, 5400 from the breakout, wherever it was. I guess we're off a little bit. 5300. Be right here. Measure move. Hit it. It's over. Hey, Robot Joe, man. Thank you so much for the 400 bits, man. The 400 Shamrock bits, man. Thanks so much, dude. Appreciate your support, dude. Thanks again, brother. You're an old school contributor. I really do appreciate you, man. Thanks again, dude. You just, we can do that. You got any questions about TS in the chat and Discord? Okay, man? So that's one. You hit your measure move, that 5300 area from the bottom to top of this triangle. And you're still going. Why you're still going, I have no idea. It looks great, man. It looks wonderful. Congratulations if you're in on this. Let's see, let's look left. Let's go to the 4 hour now, I guess. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Exhaustion. Scary stuff. This is where you take profit. I don't care if it keeps going to the frickin' moon. If you understand anything about market dynamics, this is exhaustion. You spike like this. You get on the 4 hour, you get to the frickin' 77. And not only that, you have levels of bearish divergence, class A. Do you see this when you made a high here, then you made a higher high? You have lower levels of positive momentum than your previous high. And you're hitting this area of resistance. Good luck, man. If you think it's going to pull an ONT, you might be mistaken. Because it's a little different. ONT was up here. It was already doing this near all-time highs, and then it broke the all-time highs. Now you've spiked up. You've had the past 24 hours, you've just been moving up. So if you're reasonable and understand how these things work, this could be a very good area to take profit. Just saying. That's it. There's nothing beyond this. This is all-time highs up here. You want to consolidate, bull flag, and then break to all-time highs, and then go to the freaking moon. How about that? Be rational. That's it. Thank you, Brian. I really do appreciate the kind words, man. Crypto is still not normal. Yeah, man. It's still very much underground. You say that, but then there's crypto frauds out there with 40,000 subs, right? So, but they all got in on the Great FOMO. It's cool. We're building our base in the Great Depression. Great Crypto Depression. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Congratulations to WAN holders. Great level to take profit based on the pump and the exhaustion that we're seeing now with these wicks. And with the Class A bearish divergence and the overbought territory, I mean, everything's screaming at you, take some profit. Take some profit. Be safe. Move your stop loss up. listen, man. Golden cross, and you stopped out. And it's okay though. You're still, I think you're still fine. You're still bullish, right? There's no like real inherent issue with GXS until you fall below this level. But if you can keep holding off this level, I'm telling you, we saw it with Tronics on its bull flag. It stayed above this level and hooked, and then eventually just shot to the moon. So we've seen this. Tronics has done things like this, but this is the 4 hours. This is pretty significant, and we talked about being a little weirded out. And then I know someone was saying to me, why don't you just do this with your, move your flag like that, and then do this. And it was like, okay, sure, man. And now we did that, and look where it's bouncing. Okay, and since we made this adjustment, that's a great area. Look at that, man. If you do that, talk about low risk. Seriously, man? Who was that last night that said that? Whoever it was is awesome. Can't remember. I think they PM'd me too. Let me check it out so I can give credit to. I don't know. Somebody claim credit for that, please. Whoever it was. Great buying opportunity down here. Think about your risk to reward. 8.84 to 1. I hope so, one man army. Hope so, man. It's just stupid. It's like we're literally calling Bitcoin. Like, we're calling its moves before it happens. Like, literal fortune teller stuff. With our indicators and the TA being respected. And it's like, no one cares. It's like, screw it, man. It's like we're letting you know that it's going to tank or it's going to move up before it happens. And then everyone just loses interest in it. And it's like, okay, you don't want to learn about stuff. You don't want to learn how we're making these decisions and telling you about the stuff before it happens. And it's just, it's very it's like no loyalty. It's to this culture. You know, this culture is so new and infant. Everyone's acting like infants in the culture. It's hit that 100% retrace. Wow. Broke to the upside. Nice wedge. Break out of the wedge. Came down. No confirmation. You broke down. Then you broke to the upside. Then you formed your head, your right shoulder, left shoulder. Slanted neckline. When you snapped that neckline, you were screwed. What's up, Sharon? How you doing? Thanks for being here. Looking forward to tomorrow's one-on-one with you. I know you care, Jimbo. We are going where on Bitcoin? Just want easy money? Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so I don't know, the head and shoulders is complete. You're making a move up now, but pretty decent levels of support down here. You can see this 1, 2, 3, 4 times, 5 times now. You've found support, levels of value. You got severely, or not severely, you just got oversold. Doesn't mean anything really. I don't like this. I mean, of course you're gonna pop. You're within your equilibrium level. Right, come up to this 50, test it and fail and make lower prices. Very real possibility. I don't see any kind of trade setup with this besides you're just at these levels that, you know, whatever. Sure, I mean, buy down here, not here. Come down here to this level, test it again, maybe buy at 25,228, and then have a tight stop loss set up, and that's it. There's nothing else to really say if you want to value buy here. Yeah, that's it. Started with a wedge on the 1 hour. My God, the rising wedge was disgusting, and we broke down, made that measured move. Hey man, I don't think we're ever going to be a Viking again, man. We've like stalled out on all our subs, man. Like once Bitcoin tanked, once the bear cipher pattern played out, the interest is gone. Like just the views, the subs, everything just kind of like slowed down like crazy. It's like why people stop? Like we called it. We were screaming that it's going to drop, and people just don't have interest in it. It's unbelievable, man. $7,000. Yep, 7,010 on, what is this, Bitfinex? Yep, Bitfinex, you're at 7,010 right now, guys. Looking good. Still holding that level. Got a long time to go, though, so. 1 minute. Guys, hope you have enjoyed the stream. I really do. Really do hope you enjoyed the stream. Saturday, you could do anything. You chose to hang out with me. It's an honor. I'm humbled and glad to be here for you to help you with all your TA needs, education, and setups, and everything about it, right? Yeah, I mean, I think they'll come back too, man. It's just, I mean, what? The fair weather? It's like, what is this? A football team? Yeah, well, that's what it is. So, guys. Your local on the 8s. Let's go to Bitcoin. So in the 4 hour, you're still within, right? And pretty pinpoint. We're not off here. So you can see touching that like to Jesus, perfect. Touching it, both these points like to Jesus's, man, right? 3 perfect Jesus touches. Never even made it here. Didn't think we probably would with the head and shoulders. And now we've touched it on the 4 hour. We're still within on Bitfinex. Weird enough. So. So okay, yeah, you're within this area, right? And I just don't know. Bitfinex is a different story on the 4 hour. The 1 hour, you're out of it, right? Definitely out of it on the 1 hour. Wait a second, man. So confused. I see what happened. Okay, my chart here is not updated like I updated it here, right? On this chart. This one is a little off. So that's why you have to be so pinpoint accurate, guys. If you're not pinpoint accurate, you could be seeing the wrong thing, and that's exactly what I'm seeing on my other chart. So now that I move it up to be pinpoint accurate like this chart, we wicked and failed, and now we're still within it. That's it. So be careful. Be very careful. This is accurate. This is very accurate on the 4 hour. Significant time scale, okay? So do not disregard this or think we're outside of any sort of resistance area. We're within it. Okay, so don't be buying. This is the absolute 100% worst time to ever buy at the top of a resistance level that's been respected since since the 5th of March. Hey, Jules Santana, man. Thanks so much for the 300 bits, man. It's 500 bits total from Jules Santana today. Really appreciate that, man. You just do. We can do that. You got a question about TS in the chat and Discord, man? Thanks so much, dude. Thanks, Jules. You beat out Robot Joe in the last minute by 100 bits. So that's it, man. Okay, man. Thank you so much, dude. It really does mean a lot. All the support and the kind words. Jumpa, thank you, man. Yeah, you like that one, man? Alright, add a little value to the channel, man. Do the logo on the 8s, man. It started out as a joke, now it's a meme. Jorge? No. Well, here's the thing. Okay, so CoinGG, right? It's a light trading view. In order to actually use all the indicators you want to get set trade alerts like you would want, you have to pay per month, and I pay $15 a month for this program, and this is the lightest of it. I only get like 10 alerts or something like that, and that's still not even close to enough. But if I'm $15 a month, I mean, so now I'm going to be paying $30 a month for 2 different platforms when I could just be using one, and I just like TradingView because, yeah, that's why I don't use both. You got that pinpoint. Hey guys, I got a one-on-one in 30 minutes or so, got to get prepared for that. I don't know if I like this song. I don't want to end this stream like this, man. There we go. It's a little bit more chill. Okay, guys. MK Hani coming in to tie Top Jesus on the bits, man. Hey, MK Hani, man. Thank you so much for the bits in the final hour and the final minutes of the show. Really appreciate that, man. You know I do, and I'm grateful and humbled that I'm able to provide content and entertainment for you guys, and also education at the same time. Who likes entertainment? You know, anyone could watch someone playing a video game, that's fun, but what if you could watch someone and get educated while having fun? Alright guys, well, Bitcoin, critical levels of resistance. Will we hold? Will we rise? We'll see. Got to get some volume. Got to actually, the bots control this. So we're running up here. Had this nice run. Might be seeing some sort of wedge tarot right on the 1 hour. So we'll see if that plays out. If we do, that's going to be nasty. It's going to be a breakdown, and we'll see lower prices. So, hey, Jules Santana, thank you so much for the 500 bits. Robot Joe, thank you so much for the 400 bits. MK Hani, thank you so much for the 500 bits, guys. So, we'll be back tonight. Maybe we'll have a few more people. Maybe we'll get a few more subs. Not counting on it these days, but, guys, thanks so much for being here. So until next time, stay hyped.